Hey everybody, Brandon here, and we've got an interesting little tidbit about Mario Kart World. We received an email from Jeffrey Quicken, I hope I'm saying that right, please correct me if I'm not, and he was a little bit frustrated with Mario Kart World's free roam. Mostly that there's no way to track the Peach medallions that you get or the P-switches, so he took it upon himself to develop an app. It's called the Mario Kart World Travel Guide, and he describes it as Google Maps, but for Mario Kart. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. If you take a look at the app here, you can see that I currently have every P-switch location currently toggled on, and I can see exactly where they are. So I am currently in Moo Moo Meadows, which is right here. So we're going to go ahead and open my map, and there is a P-switch to the northwest. So I'm going to go ahead and drive in that direction. Hopefully I can find it. I wish them... You know, this highlights another issue. I wish Mario Kart World had a compass on the minimap. Like, I'd love to know when I'm driving north and when I'm not. Let's see. So it's in between these two mountains here, up here. So it should be pretty close. Oh. Well, we got star power. And, yep, there it is. There is a P-switch, but it looks like I've already done it. Well, what do we do about that? And that's the cool thing about this app. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. I'm going to tap that button, and I'm going to hit Mark as completed. So now I have that P-switch tracked, and I know that I've already done it. And you can see it gets a little green outline there letting you know that I've already figured it out and I've gotten it. So let's try another one. There's another one here to the north on the border to Bowser's area. So looks like up this way. This app actually reminds me a lot, funnily enough, of Zelda Notes, which is available for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I demoed that in my review, and basically it lets you locate things on the map and navigate to them. We don't quite have the navigation part here, especially the spoken navigation element, but this essentially does the same thing and is laid out in a very similar way. All right, I think I'm going the right way here. It is a little bit baffling that Mario Kart World doesn't have any way to track the P-switches that you've done and the ones you haven't, other than driving up to them and seeing whether they're completed or not. And yep, it looks like that one is also complete, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that one on the map as complete. And in addition to P-switches, you can actually also find Peach medallions and Yoshi diners. So let's go ahead and look for a medallion. There's actually one pretty close here by some trees in this area. So let's see if we can go find it. Or if it's yet another one that I already have. Right between these trees, I think. Yeah, and the thing about P-switches, the thing about Peach medallions, too, is that they only show up when you get close. So they're kind of hard to see at a distance, because you literally can't. Yeah, the app is super helpful. The game did not make this very easy at all, so having this kind of stuff available is such a time saver. You know, I've been doing free roam in Mario Kart World for over 30 hours now, and I think I'm ready to simplify this process a little bit. Boom. That's a Peach medallion grabbed, and I'll go ahead and select it, and once again, mark it as complete. Gets that little green circle around it. And let's see, there was a P-switch near here. Actually, there's one over there too. So I'm going to drive up to this one, and then we can go ahead and knock it off. Let's see, where on the map is this one? So this one's right by the riverbank, so it's this one right here. I've probably cut out my failed attempts at this point, but here we go. I think this is attempt number 3, actually. I missed the item boxes on the last couple attempts, and that really slowed me down. Got a lot more airtime than I wanted. There we go. I think that did it. Here we go. Perfect. All right, that's another one done, so we can mark that off on our little tracker. And let's zoom out. Let's see. So it would have been nice if this had been... Obviously, this isn't the developer's fault, more Nintendo for not including any kind of functionality to make this easier. But it's unfortunate this wasn't available sooner, because now I have a bunch of P-switches I've done. I have 175 of them, and I'm going to have to painstakingly go to each one to figure out which ones I've got and which ones I don't. And that's going to take some time. More time than I want it to take. Alright, looks like there should be a P-switch right over here. Oh, well, there's a Peach medallion. Let's go grab that. Beautiful, because now I can just check that off, and I wasn't even really looking for it. That's going to be the biggest use, I think, is just driving around the world, you know, for fun, like you normally would, and then coming across something that you didn't know was there, checking it off on the map, and then continuing to play. There it is. This is the one. Whoa, pausing made me go over it. Rush to rock from rock to rock. Did I use a mushroom without using a mushroom? What happened there? That was weird. Alright, that's another one done. So we will check it off on our tracker. Let me back off of the road here. Then we'll pull up the app a little bit more and see what else it can do. Here are all the Peach medallions you can collect. Not labeled. Let's see. Oh, you can also hide until discovered, just like the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild Zelda Notes navigation. So you can then just go to their location and say you found it. So you turn on this little magnifying glass, and that will let you know what's in that area. That's very nice. You can also write a little note. We'll write an important one right here. Perfect. Now we know that we have to do that later. You can also drop pins if you want to go to a specific location for some reason. I'll just say right there. I just hold down and say I want to come here. I can leave a note. Don't forget. Whether or not I forget is up to my own memory. Can we make it blue? Make it blue, and we'll make it a question mark. There we go. Now I know on the western side of the continent here to never forget. To not forget. I don't know what. But one day I'm going to look at that and I'm going to question myself. Show location types. Yeah, you can even toggle which ones you want to see. Completed locations. Oh, you can change the marker. Let's go with a badge. I think that's easier. Can I do multiple types? Actually, let me just make it hidden. So let me show all locations, and now it will hide the ones I've found instead. I'm pretty sure this one here in the center I know I've done. Clear the lake. So if I check it off, boom, it's gone. And now if I uncheck it, it reappears. So yeah, this is a nifty little app, and I think it'll save people a lot of time, make this experience a little bit friendlier to players. The app integrates directly with iOS. Sorry to Android users, this is not currently available on that platform yet, but your data will be synced up to iCloud. There's a dark mode, and you can even use the Shortcuts app alongside this, which is kind of neat. There are free features of the app, but if you want to be able to do everything that the app has to offer, it is like a $1.99 purchase. I went ahead and paid for it because it's $1.99. I don't care that much. But yeah, I thought this was really cool, and I wanted to show you guys. Let me know if you decide to try it out, pick it up, or if there are other ways that you've been tracking your Mario Kart World progress. I'd love to hear it in the comments below. But until then, keep the games good and the vibes greater. Oh look, there's a P-switch over there.